When I was a little girl, 11 to be exact, I dreamt of a fish, majestically swimming around the ocean. Sounds innocent enough, right? This little fish happened to meet another majestic fish, a male fish just like himself. Somehow I knew the gender of each of these fish. But then something unexpected happened. They kissed. Upon waking up, I felt a strange sensation. Not one I could describe on YouTube.
My spider senses are starting to tingle.
But it was then I realised something unbelievable. Non-fish related, thankfully. I wanted to know what two men kissing looked like. And that's where it all began. Just as a warning, my pronunciation is probably going to be awful, so I apologise in advance. The obsession with boy love, Shounen Ai, Yaoi, whatever you want to call it, is much more apparent now than ever. But back in the day, it certainly seemed less prevalent. Yaoi's popularity grew from 1970, and we were blessed with the unique art style back then. And at age 11, in 2005, there certainly wasn't the choice for me that we have today. So what did I do? I first discovered what a twink was on YouTube. And, as I fell into porn, I discovered my first ever yaoi series. To say this was an aggressive way to be christened into yaoi would be an understatement. I remember asking myself how the very tanned looking hot dog could so easily press itself into the bun. I knew nothing about how to dance under the sheets at that age. From that, thankfully, for my delicate little brain, I soon discovered Shounen Ai. I would take my portable DVD player to school and watch Gravitation on the bus. Then came Loveless. And of course, Junjo Romantica. And hot take here, I hated the main pairing. But Egoist and Terrorist? Oh yes. Which I recognise does open me up to comments about how toxic it is to ship such a huge age gap. But this scene remains etched in my brain for all eternity.
He Panda on TV last night? Yeah, I was rolling on the floor laughing. Miyagi!
Not to worry, he'd be with me for a while.
All of this aligns with another obsession I had fallen into, Final Fantasy VII. Remember how popular fanfiction.net was in the day? I might be showing my age here. I was absolutely amazed at the fact people could write absolutely anything about their faves. And let's be honest, sometimes freedom is a terrible thing. Nickname, Grace, 17 years old. Atheist, bisexual, 5'4", curvy, smoker, perverted. Cue me writing quite possibly the cringiest Final Fantasy VII Cloud and Zack fanfiction back in the day. Not just one, around 20 stories on separate accounts. This was the ultimate period of growth for me. Not in character, or skill, or potential. But I definitely grew my vocabulary. Age 16 by now, I knew absolutely nothing about how a man and woman make love. But gosh darn it, I could tell you exactly what was, how the state should feel.
You what?
And how two men fought with their swords. Not exactly helpful once I realised I was bisexual. Ugh, how does that thing work? Thankfully, I grew out of the fanfiction phase. By this point, I had discovered gay films. Latter Days and Eating Out were my faves. Yes, you might call me a connoisseur of film. YouTube then helped me to find gay couples on TV shows. Luke and Reed, Christian and Saeed, Christian and Oliver. My first YouTube channel still exists and consists of me uploading these clips in potato equivalent quality. The next major development didn't start until years later.
안녕하세요, 팬 여러분. 둘, 셋, 팍! 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다.
One obsession leads to another, I guess, and I'd been a K-pop stan for years. At this point, I'd had 10 years of endless sin and smut under my belt, so now I had to work out the next avenue. I liked BTS, and I liked Boy Love, so... I created a BTS Moans channel. Not 1 or 2, probably 5 at the point I stopped trying to cheat the community guidelines. Seokjin's Waifu, SG Reignited, among others. I went back to my roots, scouring the internet for videos, undertaking scientific research on a daily basis that consisted of trying to find sufficient bed squeaking and heavy breathing for my videos. And it was then I realised just how huge the community of people seeking this kind of stuff had grown. It wasn't me in my bedroom anymore, or alone at school, sneakily watching the viewfinder over. I loved the community. I loved knowing that this unique hobby of mine wasn't actually unusual or rare. But of course, all good things come to an end. By the time I discovered Thai BL series, there was a lot to catch up on, and it felt like discovering a brand new drug. I realised something else at this time, that BL was an escapism for me, same as BTS, Final Fantasy. I obsessed over media, bands, series, as a way to escape my own feelings of inadequacy, my sadness and self-hatred. And honestly, I don't ever want this train to stop, because what happens when you do run out of content? What a selection of shows to discover! It all happened by accident when I stumbled across a Tharntype video. Hello Sotus, Love by Chance, History 3, Trapped, Theory of Love, Dark Blue and Moonlight. I've now watched over 70 shows and counting, with the bar continually growing higher. I also got more into manhwa recently. Semantic Error, The Dangerous Convenience Store, Shutline, To Find the Relationship. There's just so much to consume, and it's apparent to me that even 16 years later, my BL obsession remains stronger than ever. So why have I bothered to make this video? Those of us deep in the fandoms all have our own stories, and that's exactly what I want to hear. How did you get into BL? When did you graduate from the School of Sin? What are you most looking forward to in the upcoming months? Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.